I will not accept a life I do not deserve.
Hello and welcome to the final podcast, the last podcast you will ever listen to.
Your final bros are here, Brian Hopper, LaGrassa, and Shane. He's got that X Factor, Smith. Joined again by Matthew.
I'm back.
Happy to have you.
Yeah,
Thank
welcome
you.
back. Welcome back. It's like you never left.
You got that X Factor, dude.
Thank you. Thank you. That's what I just always said. I know I was meant for more than the farm life.
More than this life.
I know that I am a star.
Yeah. I can see you in the pictures.
Exactly. I'm made for the big stage.
Yes, you are. Palace Follies.
That's where I need to be. Dancing on the big stage in a church troupe.
That's it. And where do you start?
Murdering my parents.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
That's a different movie,
So,
though.
2022, Ty West sought out to conquer the horror world.
Yes.
He said, I am not only going to write one script, I am going to write two, which I can only assume he probably wrote both at the same time.
Some say he filmed them at the same time.
Probably did.
No, he did. He filmed
Yeah.
some of the scenes at the same time.
That makes sense. Incredible.
Crazy.
With probably the idea that he'd be making a third movie, MaXXXine, probably next year.
I know Mia Goth helped him write parts of Pearl.
Pearl, yeah. I heard that.
Yeah.
But yeah, he sought out to make a splash, and boy, did he, by making both of these movies. They came out back to back to make sure they got the right box office presence that they deserved.
Yeah.
X, a movie about making a new type of porno.
Yeah, this is the high class kind. This kind of reminded me of Boogie Nights.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because wasn't Boogie Nights the whole thing is they were trying to make porno with more substance to it?
Yeah, well, and he also just had a ginormous. Dirk Diggler had that Diggler.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? He
yeah.
got that Diggler.
He had that Kid Cudi.
He got that Kid Cudi for sure. So they're gonna do this. They're gonna make this avant-garde style, almost like how those French people are making movies.
Yes.
Porno with substance, like you said.
Mm-hmm.
A new layer to
It's a
the
new
adult
age,
film
new dawn.
industry here.
It's a movie. There's a lot of stars in this movie.
Yeah, in this movie, I think she was like a developing star, but now has fully blossomed to become probably another Scream Queen. Like, all due respect, Mia Goth is like put her name in the bucket of top horror stars.
And not even just her. Fucking Jenna or
Ortega.
Jenna Ortega, yeah.
She's doing these. She's doing Scream now. She's like one of the stars of the Scream
she had
series
the
now.
Show Wednesday where it took off.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a girl in my 20s, so I didn't watch it.
Me neither.
But
You definitely did.
I did watch it.
oh god, I'm taking
She's a
shots.
girl in your 20s. I just look at my cousin. I'm like, okay.
Sorry out there.
What's it called? Good series. It's based on the Addams Family.
Okay.
I also didn't. Yeah, no. Honestly, I looked at my driver's license. And I was like, I'm not a girl in my 20s. I can't watch this. But no, that's a good call out.
No, all right. To be fair, I was just never a fan of the Addams Family. Like, it's nothing that draws me in.
For sure.
So sorry, Matt.
It's fine.
I'm a fan of like Devontae Adams' family.
Yes, big fan of that. That's a fan of the Raiders. Love it. Yeah, love it.
But in any case, yeah, I mean, like, her for sure. She's blowing up. Like, the world cannot get enough of Jenna Ortega. But I think that Mia Goth in the horror community needs to like absolutely be put at top plateau at the moment.
I agree.
She's
I
fucking
agree.
killing it.
I agree.
Like, she fucking kills this movie. She plays two different parts.
Because isn't she also in Infinity Pool?
She's in Infinity Pool, which is also directed by your boy's son, Brandon Cronenberg.
Yes. She was also in the Suspiria remake.
Didn't know that.
She was also in A Cure for Wellness.
That I did know.
So,
And High Life, like I told you.
which I need to see still.
Which I just saw this week, and it's about having a baby. Robert Pattinson has a baby.
Wait, what?
Basically forced upon him, essentially.
Oh,
'cause
okay.
He was raped.
I thought like he had the baby.
In the movie, no, he was raped and had a baby.
That's sick.
Yeah.
I'll have to watch that. Okay. Maybe we'll throw it on the list. Maybe in the wish list.
The wish list. That's a deep review. Also,
Okay.
A24, so it's in the.
A24. We do a lot of A24.
We got him back to back
Do you
weeks.
remember last time we had Matt on for an A24?
Matt has been on for only if Scream was A24.
I know.
Every movie you would have been A24.
We had him on for Lamb. What was the other one we had him on for?
That was it.
That was
That was it. Oh,
Yeah.
you've only been on Lamb. Wow. Well, Scream now as well. All right, we'll get you on the more A24. There's so many.
There's so
tons,
many.
and
They're all really good.
They're all so good.
Except maybe that one.
Men?
Yeah.
We'll put it on the watch list.
I mean, it's going to be fun to review.
As a low priority one. It'll be really fun to review.
I wasn't a big fan of the movie, but it's fucking nuts.
Wild.
Speaking of nuts, let's get nuts and jump right into the spooky pit.
Do that. Okay. X, released in 2022. It's 1979, and filming a new style of porn in the farmhouse of an elderly couple's property soon turns into a nightmare for a set of young adult filmmakers. This film is directed by Ty West, and it stars, as we've mentioned, the fantastic Mia Goth as MaXXXine and Pearl. Jenna Ortega as Lorraine. Brittany Snow as Bobby Lynn. You love Brittany Snow.
I actually do.
Kid Cudi as Jackson. I love Kid Cudi. Martin Henderson. Yeah, I do. Martin Henderson as Wayne. Owen Campbell as RJ. And Stephen Uri as Howard. I like Kid Cudi a lot. I like his music, believe it or not. I really do.
I agree. I also do.
He's got some straight fucking bops.
I like it. So we're calling them bops now? I like that.
Yeah.
This movie. Can we say everything that happens wrong in this movie is actually all Jenna Ortega's character's fault?
Yep. Yep.
Because no one would have split up if it wasn't for her.
True. Yeah.
Very true.
And is that a hard take, or is that like kind of
No,
like
it's
the
I
truth?
feel like that's unanimous with that.
That's a unanimous. That's a good take.
Yeah. Like none of this movie happens
Oh, man.
if she doesn't make one decision.
Yes. 100%.
Because I don't know how this couple will overpower all of them together.
True. Yep. Totally agree with what you're saying. And very excited to get into it. Her character is also very strange. She probably filmed this during the time of Wednesday, or kind of be around the same time.
Well, yeah, I think because like Scream 5 came out in
that too.
1, I think maybe. So she filmed Scream, then this maybe. So yeah, she's kind of all over the place right now.
Her character is important in this movie.
Oh, it's very important.
Yeah.
No, I'm not downplaying her importance. I'm just saying she caused it all.
Yeah. No, that's fair.
All right, so let's open up. We open up with a police officer looking at a horrendous crime scene. There's blood everywhere.
It's a bloodbath.
Yes.
It's a Texas bloodbath. The likes of which we've definitely seen before.
Yeah, Texas bloodbaths, iconic.
Yeah, I mean, like, this whole house just reminds you of Texas Chainsaw.
Yes.
This whole property reminds you of Texas Chainsaw. Fucking, this scene reminds me of the beginning of Texas Chainsaw 3D.
Oh my God, yes.
But no, like, you have the cops that are just, like, kind of, like, walking into this house or walking around the property. They see what appears to be a dead body just absolutely just chunked on the front, the front of the house. They walk in. Blood everywhere. There's a TV playing a televangelist, which
Very important character.
it just seems like this is the most popular televangelist in the entire state of Texas.
Yeah. He's everywhere. Didn't realize how important he was going to be until the end,
Yeah.
but he's vital. So now we cut to Mia Goth's character, MaXXXine, and she's just, giving herself the usual pep talk. She's like, you're going to be a fucking star. You're going to snort this cocaine, and you're going to be a fucking star.
She looks like she's, like, honestly, in the basement of a strip club, or like the back room of a strip club is where she looks like.
I think this is where she is, right?
Okay, well, that's fair too.
Yeah.
But what I would say about the opening, which is interesting, is at the very end they go into the basement and they're like, "You gotta see this! Like something crazy happened down there." You do know a shit show happened, but this part they're cutting to literally, I think, one day prior.
Yeah.
Like literally 24 hours prior.
It's one day prior.
Mia Goth is snorting coke.
Lots of it.
Lots of it.
And Wayne, her, I want to say manager. He's the film
Boyfriend,
producer,
I think.
but he's a boyfriend also. Very interesting relationship. That crossover between like boyfriend and like also like he directs the movies that I shoot. It's very odd, but she's gonna be a star.
That's all she cares about.
Hellbent on it, and he's sure because they're gonna shoot this great picture in Texas. But yeah, they're gonna go and they're gonna get in the van, and drive off.
Their first stop is gonna be a gas station. Where MaXXXine and Wayne are going to go in the store to kind of like buy some stuff and figure some stuff out while, what's the guy's name with the long hair?
RJ.
RJ. He's going to be filming,
Kid Cudi?
yes, just putting some gas into the can.
This fucking noob. They got him because he's trying to do this avant-garde style, but even Bobby Lynn is just like, you gotta film his, like, when he's pouring gas, make it look like he's pouring it with his cock.
Which is just smart filmmaking by Bobby
You're
Lynn.
doing an adult film.
Yeah, like what is he trying to get, RJ? The sunset? No one gives a shit about the sunset. They want to see a gas cock.
Also, I just want to truly say, I don't think what he's going for in an adult film really meshes, because I don't think like your demographic is ever looking for that. No, like get into the movie.
Let's be real. It's a bunch of sweaty men in a basement somewhere. Yeah, because this is the 70s and porn isn't accessible on the internet, so they're good. You're just like going to your back alley shop, buying this off a truck.
Also, Stag Films, they used to have the theaters for them as well.
100%. You know,
and
Jack Nicholson jerks off in one in Departed. He just cranks one out.
Yeah.
Speaking of cranking one out, a movie theater, Shane, I have a question for you, seeing as you're the type of character that would do something like that.
Okay, great. Can't wait.
Do you like scary movies or just Xbox?
Both.
There was an or in the between. So it's really just one or the other. It wasn't like and or. It was one or the other.
Well, I can't choose between the two. I like both. If I had to choose, I guess Xbox.
Wow.
You hear that, folks? He chose video games over everything we do here. Literally, everything we do, he chose video games over.
Because you could get some horror games in there as well.
Ipso facto, he would rather do a video game podcast than a horror podcast. You heard it here, folks. Shane is a fraud.
That's not fair. I just really like MLB The Show.
Fraud, spelled XBOX.
This is why I wanted to choose both. This is a trap.
I can't even look at you.
I know. What have I done?
I've been doing this for over 3 years now.
And I just went right to the video game podcast.
Oh, God.
Well, what would you choose? Horror movies or your girlfriend?
Oh. Plead the fifth.
Sick. I would choose.
Plead the fifth.
I would choose my girlfriend and start a girlfriend podcast.
Yeah, there we go.
Wow. That was even more unfair than mine. What kind of...
It's a sick question, I'm not going to lie.
What a wicked game we're playing on this episode. Matt, are you happy you're on for this?
Absolutely.
Matt, I have a comparison for you.
Let's do it.
The Indianapolis Colts or life on planet Earth. What are we going with?
Oh, God.
What do I feel like you're choosing the horseshoe?
I'm choosing the horseshoe.
There we go.
Love it. Too bad we don't have a horse sound.
I don't, but I gotta get this real sound effect ready for this movie.
Oh, I know where we're going. Well, we're going to get there soon. All right, so they're going to arrive at this farm. They're going to meet this guy, Howard. He's a very old man. He doesn't even remember they're coming. That's why he opens the door with a shotgun.
Yep.
And they're like, oh, we called ahead. You said we could stay the night. It's like, oh, yeah, I must have just forgot.
It wasn't even loaded. He's forgetful. He's so old.
He's really old. He has a wife, Pearl. We're not going to see her yet.
You're not going to see her yet. But yeah, they're living on this property, and they're lending them the farmhouse on the opposite side of the property.
Yeah. They start to film the porn. I think they filmed the first scene in the barn, right?
Isn't the first... Yeah, the first... I mean, it's basically Kid Cudi and Brittany Snow's character, Bobby Lynn. They shoot like the first 2 or 3 ones.
Yeah. So it's like... Just to give a backstory of the porn, his car is broken down. And he needs to get a tow into town. So he goes to the farmer's daughter, who says her daddy ain't home right now, but she would love if he would come inside for some lemonade.
Come inside.
Yes.
For some lemonade.
Yes.
Which is lemonade just seems to be a thing here in Texas.
It is
a theme.
So while this whole thing is being filmed, the couple's kind of sus. They're kind of like watching from windows. It's very creepy.
The elderly couple.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially Pearl. I mean, like, even like before they shoot, Howard, who is just like, I love when you get people that put on makeup to be old because they look so fake. Like, they look like mutants. They don't even look like old people.
Yeah.
Like, you could just get old people to play these parts.
No, but they didn't do that.
They don't. It's fine. I get it, you know. But Howard is super suspect of their intentions. He doesn't like the fact that Wayne, who's a smooth talker, brought all these people because he didn't originally tell him he was going to do that. What are they doing? What are their intentions? He doesn't like Wayne very much. But in any case, they're filming this. They're looking. It is a porn. It is what it is. They're shooting it. And afterwards, Wayne is very excited about how this is coming out.
Yeah. Wayne is loving the new filming techniques.
Yeah.
He's saying they're fantastic. The lighting's great. The sound quality is great. Brian, hit me with a moan. That's how the film is sounding.
A lot of passion in this movie.
Yeah. Are we passion bumping? So
we should literally passion bump every single one. Brittany Snow and Kid Cudi together are electric.
Yes. Yeah.
First of all, Kid Cudi's awesome in this movie. Like
he really is.
Like, can we just be honest? Like, usually do you see like a guy just like he is, all due respect, he did nothing wrong. The movie just sucked. I'm talking about Trey Songz.
Yes.
In the movie that we reviewed, which is Texas Chainsaw 3D. But Kid Cudi fits seamlessly into this like 70s. For some reason, like I want to say black guys in the 70s were just hot.
They were cool.
Right, with an afro. They were so
just
cool. Smooth talk. And he fits the bill. He doesn't have muscle tone.
No.
He's just an average guy, but you know he's got that giant horse cock.
He's also just, like you said, he's just so fucking cool.
He was in the fucking Marines. He's a badass.
Yeah, like, he actually, like, he just feels like he was taken from the 70s.
Ripped right out of the
Like,
great.
seamless.
Great. Did you want to passion bump this?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Passion bump.
Love it.
Passion bump. Passion bump. My G.
X, baby. Some say X gonna give it to you. Gonna give it to you. X gonna give it to you. Love it.
X-Pac.
Yeah, Degeneration
X-Factor.
X.
You have the X Factor.
Yeah, Death
You
Toll.
almost took all your clothes off at a wedding recently.
Well, just the top half. Happens. It's a good time at a wedding. What can I say?
You know how to capitalize at a wedding.
Yes. The ultimate opportunist.
Yep.
All right, so MaXXXine, she's going to go to the lake. She's going to have a little swim. She's going to be a little gator. Gator or croc?
That's an alligator. That's a legitimate alligator. I think it's huge. I'm not going to say caiman, but I'm going to say alligator.
Okay. All right, we're going alligator.
Aren't caimans the ginormous gators?
I believe so.
I could be wrong. You know, let me look up the definition of a caiman.
Yes.
I think that's a gay. I'm pretty sure
I
that's
see.
a
I would have
gator.
thought it was crocodile.
I don't know the difference.
I don't know the difference.
I know
either.
there's a snoot difference. I just don't know which snoot goes to which one.
Let's get into the reptiles. A caiman is alligators have rounder teeth and are bigger than caimans. I lied. Alligators are even
so
bigger.
alligators are bigger. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Okay, so what about crocodile? Crocodile versus alligator, because Theta is the name of the Theta is the alligator they have on the property. Their snouts are different.
Okay.
They have V shape where alligators have a U shape. Crocs are more aggressive than gators.
Interesting. Okay. I'm learning a lot of reptile facts.
I don't think there's like a size difference. There's more of like a shape difference.
Interesting.
It's primarily
So
different.
it's a shape. It's all. It
shape-
basically just goes
shape
off of the
and
shape.
behavior, but alligators have stronger jaws.
Interesting. Okay.
No, I lied. Crocodiles have stronger jaws. They have the strongest jaws in the animal kingdom.
Wow. Okay.
So it seems like crocodiles are actually a little bit more vicious than alligators.
Okay. So that's probably why this alligator doesn't go and kill MaXXXine instantly here, because it's not as vicious, right? That makes sense. We making
Yeah.
sense here? Okay. So she's gonna swim in the lake. Alligator's gonna follow her. She's gonna get out of the lake. She's gonna go down to the house. She's gonna go in the house where she finally runs into Pearl.
It is an alligator in
In this movie?
In the movie.
Okay. So her and Pearl, they're going to have a little lemonade together.
Gotta love that lemonade.
that lemonade looked fucking gross.
It did, right?
Yeah.
It didn't look tasty.
Which makes sense watching Pearl. A lot of this movie, like watching it back, you could tell they filmed that at the same. Like everything transitions well. Like dolls in the room, Pearl's room. You see the dolls in her room growing up. Like now they've grown old and scary. Lemonade has always been shitty.
Mm-hmm. Where's the pig with maggots?
Maggot pig.
That thing got progressively so disgusting as I was watching Pearl.
Yeah.
But we'll get, this isn't about Pearl. This is about X. So after they have the lemonade, right, they go and talk about the dancing.
Right.
Yeah. Pearl wanted to be a star. She couldn't. The war ruined everything.
She's had a hard life, and I like how she talks like so like like soft, you would never know this is Mia Goth. By the way, it doesn't look anything like her.
No, not at all.
Does such a good job.
I didn't know it was Mia
I
Goth
am
the first time.
Truly impressed by her throughout watching these two movies.
Yeah.
Like she's an absolute killer.
Literally.
They put the excess amount of eye makeup on her. Like
Scream queen, but also is the killer. Like she taking shit to new heights.
She's the killer queen? Is that a thing?
She's the killer queen.
We're making that.
Yeah.
Queen killer. No.
Nah,
Killer queen sounds
Killer
better.
Queens, yeah. Makes me want to sing that song.
I don't.
I'm not going to.
that.
No.
Nah.
You want to?
I'll pass. Hard pass on the Freddie Mercury. Hard pass.
But you're a huge fan of Queen.
Oh.
They're your favorite. We're having a good time, having a good time. Da, 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 da. Shaun of the Dead.
Yep, I know. I remember that scene.
Yeah.
It is X Factor.
Yeah, we reviewed that movie.
Yep.
Good times. All right, moving on.
I prefer Elvis.
You always did.
Johnny Cash.
Johnny Cash is my boy. You know that. I'm a big Johnny Cash guy.
How about Bob Dylan?
I like some Bob Dylan.
Okay.
I would agree.
Yeah.
How about his son?
He has a son?
He's the lead singer of the Wallflowers, who have that one song.
Didn't know that. Wow.
The 190s.
Look at you just hitting me with knowledge.
Yeah, you don't-
Reptile knowledge, Dylan knowledge.
I didn't know anything about the reptile. Actually, everything I said was wrong until I looked it up. So
It's also a good
I'm like,
point.
caimans are the biggest. They're like they're the smallest. Like alligators are more threatening. No, they're not.
This is why we fact check. Pull that up, Jamie.
Oh,
Yeah.
Joe Rogan. has
Reference. All right. So after they talk, she starts to get freaked out by Pearl, so she leaves.
I mean, Pearl touches her too.
Yeah, she gets
like,
really
well,
handsy.
We'll make it our secret. And she's like, what our secret?
Yeah, it's like doing a podcast with Mike G. It just gets too handsy and uncomfortable.
Yeah, it just gets like weird.
Yeah.
But from the like look of like Pearl looking into her, she sees something in her, kind of like reminds of her of herself.
Yes. And I think that's why it starts to get kind of creepy. So then,
And they look like each other because you even see some photographs. They
Yes.
look similar.
Yes.
There's a photograph you see where MaXXXine looks like Pearl.
yeah, and I think that's the whole point is that they're supposed to be like kind of connected on that kind of level of
Yeah.
wanting to be a star.
Yep.
So MaXXXine's going to go and film her scenes now. She's just going to get railed by Kid Cudi, as everyone in this movie does.
Oh well, she plays the farmer girl, and
Yeah.
she's gonna get again.
She's the other daughter.
She's literally dressed with literally just overalls, nothing
It's
but
kind
overalls.
of a hot look, if we're being real.
Yeah, I just want to say this. Apart from everything that we're talking about, Mia Goth looks so much like Melissa.
You think so?
I literally, thoroughly think so.
Interesting.
You don't think so?
I never really thought about it.
I like mannerisms, the way she looks, remind me so much of Melissa.
Now I kind of want to rewatch this movie.
Like if you rewatch it and you think about it, I'm like, she looks like Melissa. She reminds me of Melissa.
Interesting.
I know in X they give her that like birthmark on her face,
Yes.
but like the actress even in Pearl, just her mannerisms remind you of Melissa. So Melissa's hearing this. I think you look like a Hollywood star.
Good for her.
Very good.
Great for her.
Mia Goth's awesome.
She's literally. I've literally just been singing her praises.
Yeah,
this entire
no,
movie.
I kind of want to. I didn't like think about that, but now I kind of want to go back and like say, because sometimes you just need someone to say it to you, like,
and then you realize.
and then it clicks.
And Melissa's got like blondish reddish hair, but like if your hair was like a different color, she just reminds me of this
Yes,
character.
no, and I get that. Interesting. Well, there you go, Melissa. That's your compliment of the podcast for today.
Definitely take it as a compliment.
But now I guess let's get back to me and Goff getting railed by Kid Cudi. Because that's what's happening.
Passion bump. Passion bump. Passion bump.
Need it.
My G.
Kid Cudi just banging everybody.
That's what he does. He actually does bang every girl in the movie.
Yeah,
Correct.
pretty much. Besides Pearl.
Yeah, well, that would be weird. So that happens. But while this is happening, Pearl's watching from the window.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's very sus.
I mean, like she's getting this. You don't know Pearl's background at all, so I almost don't want to touch on it. But you just know that she is somehow like she like loves this MaXXXine person, and she's seeing this, and you know that she has this like these aspirations that you're assuming she never got to live.
Yeah.
Now, Jennifer, it looked like Jenna Ortega's character saw the.
Pearl?
It looked like she did.
I don't know.
It looked like she was looking in obviously, she was looking in direction. She was the sound girl.
True.
She was the church mouse. She was the sound
Church
girl.
mouse.
Church mouse.
Church mouse.
But it looked like that's why I thought but I was wondering why she wouldn't say anything.
Dude, when Wayne was calling her a church mouse, it reminded me of Jerry O'Connell's character in Piranha.
Oh my God.
Street rat.
Yeah, sand rat.
Sand rat.
Sand rat. Hey, sand rat.
That's right, sand rat.
That's so great. No, yeah, you know what? You're right. I gotta look at. I'm just gonna rewatch this movie now. There's so much I need to look into. Does Jenna Ortega see it? Does Melissa look like Mia Goth? I just need to know these things.
Rewatch it.
Yeah, I'm going to. It's on. What is it on Showtime?
Showtime,
Yeah, so I don't have to pay for it, which is nice because.
Pearl you had to pay for.
Yeah.
Boy, did you.
It was like $6.
It's a new movie. It still has not and you know what's crazy? I've paid for this movie twice now.
Really?
When it came out, because me and Kaylin watched X together, and we had to watch the prequel.
Yeah.
$6.
$6.
Can this finally go to $4?
Right?
You know what, the thing is you don't want to ever pay for a movie, but $4 for some reason feels a lot better than $6 when you're just doing a one-time
Yeah.
watch.
I think it's because we're so ingrained in paying $4 that when you get to $6, you're like, yo, I could just go to a matinee at that price.
You literally could. Speaking of matinees, I gotta see the new A24 Beau is Afraid movie.
Oh, yeah. We got to just go to the theaters and see that.
Yeah, that's a must.
Yeah.
Agreed.
All right, so let's talk about nighttime talks about. So we're just talking about the porn industry as a whole. So they're like, don't you find it weird that you're dating her and she's fucking him?
Oh, Jenna Ortega's character, Church Mouse?
Yeah, this is when they're discussing all that. And they're going through the ethics. He's like, it's not cheating. It's a job. As long as you're doing it while on the job, there's nothing wrong with it. Which I guess if you're in the porn industry does actually make a lot of sense.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to really I would never be able to do it.
No, I wouldn't either.
There's no way I could dissociate and this is why I think even in Hollywood, it's gotta be so hard to be someone that acts and gets into character and gets with these women or women get with guys and have a romantic relationship with another actress. It's gotta be hard.
It takes a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah. But you have to do a lot of dissociation, and I guess porn stars are doing it because that's what they're basically saying. They're basically saying that Wayne and Mia Goth's character MaXXXine are basically you can still love and be in these movies.
Yes. Because I get their point. Because they're doing it as a job. It's not like her and Kid Cudi were just fucking on the side. They're only doing it for the scene. Which, I mean, like I said, I still wouldn't be able to date someone like that. And it's just something I would be uncomfortable with. But for them, if they're able to disassociate it, good for them.
I can't do it. Vinny Chase couldn't do
Vinny
it.
Chase, I was thinking the same thing. Vinny Chase definitely could not
couldn't do it.
I definitely would not be able to do that. Hell no.
Yeah. No, because I'll go into it. It transitions perfectly to this scene is where RJ can't be that guy to do it.
He won't do it.
Because Lorraine's like, I want to be in the movie. And RJ's like, what?
He's perfectly fine doing everything until his church mouse girlfriend starts wanting to be. She's like, I want to be in a movie.
And
to which I will be honest with you, this would be an immediate breakup conversation. And I'll tell you why. I know it sounds like I don't know how long they've been together.
Yeah.
But if your girlfriend was ever I want to get railed by another dude, I want to be in a porno, I don't want to be with you anymore. So I could not. I understand where they are, and I like when Wayne's just you're never going to be able to change her mind. If she even brought up this idea, you're not taking my values into account. We can't be together. This ain't gonna work.
Yeah, so and that's the thing. And RJ doesn't force her not to do it, but RJ has every right not to be with her.
Oh, 100%. He can break.
100%.
He has a clean break. She's not gonna be able to stop her.
Yeah.
But he has a clean breakup opportunity.
Exactly. That's not RJ being a bad. RJ has grounds for ending the relationship off of that.
100%.
But that's why her character annoys me because she does do it, and then after she does it, she's like, he's not mad, is he? What the fuck do you think? It's kind of infuriating because I thought she was originally doing it because she wanted to break up with him.
Yeah, I mean they're not a fit whatsoever.
And I got that. But then when she's upset at herself for making him upset, I was like, what did you think was going to happen, honey?
This whole movie's about and even though it's like chasing stardom, even when it's like so far away from you,
Yes.
you'll never be able to get to it.
Yeah.
So like,
It's more so people just not being content with what they have.
yeah, they're not content with their current lifestyle. So she's a person that just like stares at Mia Goth because Mia Goth is trying to get it, but she's like looking into this lifestyle that she's not a part of, and she's like, they may get potential stardom. I want that versus like my current lifestyle of being a ginormous church mouse.
Yeah. But if it pays well, like
I still don't understand the nickname.
I'm in the camp that like if you're making money off the like public eye, you're winning more than people who are under the spotlight at all times.
You're of the camp of $. You're of like the $sign cult.
No, like it's not even that. Like cuz they want to be stars for money, for fame, for all that. Yo, the only thing that I would want is the money. I don't want the eyes on me all the time.
No, me either.
That's such a...
I say this, like, I think celebrities, it takes a specific kind of mindset to be able to do what they do.
Well, why do you think Brittany turned into Ball Brittany?
I actually don't understand what's going on with Britney Spears right now.
It's so
She
weird.
is not the same person I remember.
It's wild.
There is a break from reality. It is insane.
Actually, an even better one, Amanda Bynes.
I literally had this conversation last night about both of these women.
Amanda
What is
Bynes-
happening with them is crazy.
Amanda Bynes looks worse than Brittany.
Britney's cracked from reality. Amanda Bynes just looks like she hit like a truck.
Yeah, well, it's the drugs, it's the depression. It's Amanda Bynes is a different situation because she definitely has trauma from like Dan Schneider. That is not.
I don't even know.
That whole Dan Schneider thing is wild, and we will not dive into that.
I don't even want to. It's
but
crazy.
but I think hers more stems from that and the treatment there. Britney's actually kind of.
Would you not agree that Dan Schneider is a great TV show maker?
That's the only thing I will agree with on a positive
I would
for
have
him.
to agree as well, unfortunately.
This man has made, if I'm not mistaken, iCarly, Victorious.
Yes, there's a whole like. Oh, we could go down.
Let's not go down the rabbit hole.
Yeah,
Schneider is so-
like rabbit hole of Nickelodeon, but we will save that for off the air.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, it's crazy. Almost as crazy as Lorraine sleeping now with Kid Cudi. Because now we're getting into the
But
big
is this
parts.
scene like even hot?
No, this one's uncomfortable. I didn't want to passion bump this one because like you could feel RJ's like sadness while filming. It's just a very uncomfortable
I
scene.
will say he was right in a way. Like they filmed a whole different direction, and just throwing her in there just makes absolutely no sense. Even if he was trying to just deter it away.
I actually think he both was trying to deter it away, and he felt like it was ruining. I think this is one case where I think both were true.
Yeah, I think both were true. I completely agree.
I want to even know how this makes sense to the story.
It doesn't, and I think that was his
Porno.
like. That was almost probably more of his bigger gripe, but like,
She's like, how does this even fit?
It doesn't
How am I
fit.
gonna? How are we gonna write this in?
Let's just throw
Wayne.
it
And Wayne's like, it sells. I don't
yeah,
care.
it's sick. Poor RJ. But yeah, like I said, RJ does that thing now where I felt so bad. He goes in the shower and cries in the shower alone.
Yeah,
I was like,
you never want to cry in the shower alone.
no, and it's like this guy who kind of like wasn't even that big to the story. He was, but he wasn't like. I really felt for him.
Well, because
And I don't even know if you're supposed to, but I did. I felt bad for him.
I mean, it's enter. Yeah, I mean, I get it. Like, this is his. He's coming into contact with the new world order. Sex sells.
Yeah.
And he wants to make a new style of movie, but he's also dealing with people that are like foregoing any sense of
yeah.
They're just simply
They're there for the sex.
They're literally sex crazy.
yeah,
pretty
like
much.
it's just like a super secular worldview that like he's now ingratiated himself with, and he has to forego traditionalism or any kind of faith-based relationship that he has with his girlfriend.
But the thing is, and this is why I feel bad, is he wasn't dating a porn star.
So I'm saying he was dating literally a quiet, very
Church mouse?
traditional church mouse,
And she wanted to break from that mold. And
she saw the bright lights of the farmhouse,
Yep.
and wanted to be in the movie.
But she has to know there's going to be consequences.
Dire consequences.
And
Shane.
now we could talk about because this is why I said she literally makes this whole thing go wrong is because since she does this, RJ leaves. He gets the keys. He's going to leave all of them. This already breaks up the group. Like, the group has always been together. So now when they are, like, moving into separate places, this is how the couple is able to capitalize because RJ's by himself. He goes into the van. He's leaving until Pearl's in the middle of the road. He goes up to Pearl. He's like, hey, let's bring you back to your husband. She goes to kiss him. He's like, no, this is fucking weird. She stabs him in the throat 62 times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A ton of times.
Like, brutal.
Like, constantly just keeps going to the point where, like, the screen actually turns red and, like, filters her red, which I really liked.
Me too.
Cool touch.
It was a really good scene.
Speaking of touches and cool touches, Shane, I have a question for you.
We already did one. We have two today?
No, we actually have two. This is from actually, not even me. This is actually from was messaged to me from one of our fans.
Oh, God.
Siegfried the Dump 47. Would you ever do porn? Have you ever considered it? Because I can see you being a star in one of those pictures.
No, definitely never have considered it. Well, that's not entirely true.
Let's
we
talk, big boy.
Well, no, because me and you talked about writing a porno once. So does that count? No, because I wouldn't be in it,
No,
right?
this is like actually like being in the shot.
No,
yeah.
then no, I've never considered it. Just considered writing them with you once, but never actually being in one. Not for me. I can't pee when I feel like someone's too close to the door. You think I'm going to be able to shoot a porno?
Good point. All right, Siegfried, there you go.
Sorry, bud. Not going to do it. Not for me. But maybe we'll write one day. Brian had that whole, we've talked about it, Brian's whole writing exotic novels phase.
Honestly, it was so boring.
Yeah.
Like I didn't want to do anything less than write a erotic novel.
There's only so many times you could write the word like rock solid. RJ's fucking dead.
Super dead.
Lorraine's going to wake up, realize RJ's missing. She's going to run to Wayne. She's like, Wayne, I need your help. I got to find him. He's like, no. But he does eventually agree. So they split up. She goes into the home. Wayne goes into the barn. Wayne has one of those things in movies that, like we say, not many things get to us. This is still one of those things that gets to me.
Gets to you.
When he steps on the nail that goes through his foot. I like
Yeah,
like
I
it's
cringed as
so
well.
much. So this guy, he's butt-ass naked besides his underwear.
yes.
And there's so much. The shot is brilliant. There's so much time for him to walk up to this nail. You see it like right up to the forefront of the camera. He just walks right onto the nail.
Oh, I cringe just thinking about it.
Pulls out. There's so much blood squirting everywhere. Yeah, he's fucked up. And you know what sucks? Because once he takes that out and he steps around, he's gonna get 10. You're walking around on straw,
And
the straw
probably
gets
cow
stuck to
poop.
it.
He's cooked.
This is instant infection. Yeah. I mean, he sees a light through a couple of holes in the barn door.
And he never looked through a hole.
No.
He does, though.
You ever get raked in your face and your eyes, dude?
No, but he does. And his eye, like, comes out.
It actually pops out, yeah.
Yeah.
That was a solid shot, solid kill.
Yeah, so Pearl goes in. She finishes the job, stabs him with the pitchfork. In the meantime, Howard is...
It's so old and
It's
fragile.
so... Yeah. Well, this is in
like...
I'm done. In the meantime, Howard is just locking Lorraine in the basement.
Yeah, she's like locked in. And she's like, hey, look for a flashlight down there. Like, we need another flashlight. And I know Pearl has one down there.
Yeah.
She just puts her down there.
Then she finds the flashlight and finds a dead body just strung up.
Is it RJ? Or is it
No, it's a random body.
Because RJ's
Outside still,
yeah.
because I think MaXXXine runs into
It's
the
just
body.
a random. And I have to assume this is the body that they discover that is like in the beginning of the movie. Because in
the basement,
yeah.
Which is... So they've been doing... This isn't their first rodeo.
No. And I immediately think the Pearl. I know this is not the big kill in Pearl, because even the Howard mentions like that there was this interaction that didn't go so well with his bohemian.
Oh my God. So this is like they're all splitting up because now like I think this is when Jackson goes with Howard now to help him find Pearl because Howard says Pearl's been missing. Can you help me? They go to the lake, right? To look.
Is Jackson the name of Kid Cudi's character?
Yeah.
I just always assumed he was just Kid Cudi.
No, it's Jackson.
Okay.
I hope it's Jackson. It almost sounds racist now if it's not Jackson.
Well, day and night. You know?
I'm almost day and night. No, I'm gonna say I'm 99% sure it's Jackson, but now for integrity's sake, I do have to look up and make sure it is Jackson. Please, for the love of God, be Jackson.
It probably is.
MaXXXine, Lorraine.
Sounds familiar.
Jackson. Yeah, it's Jackson. Okay, we're good. His name's Jackson.
Good.
Yeah, he's gonna go with Howard. They're gonna go look around. He's like, hey, we don't want you. Shotgun kills him. Like it's so abrupt.
It's crazy because like they're Marine bros. They both were. They served time. Probably he got his skivvies. He's walking out there. He's looking for him. Like he's trying to do him a solid. He does see a car in there though, which is interesting. You do see a car.
That is right.
You see the car, which obviously
We'll learn about.
See you next episode.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a car in there. He gets shot.
Dead.
Fucking just point blank shotgun.
Gator chow.
Gator chow.
I think now we cut to MaXXXine's in bed, right? And that's where like Pearl's in bed with MaXXXine, like
She
just rubbing her in blood.
Takes off her clothes and just slips into the bed.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, and just starts rubbing her with blood hands.
Yeah.
MaXXXine wakes up screaming.
Well, she wakes up and sees Pearl naked in the bed.
Yeah. Which I would wake up screaming if I saw that.
She's screaming at the top of her lungs, and Pearl has to slip out.
Yeah. Bobby Lynn
Bobby Lynn
runs in. She's like, what the hell's going on here? In the meantime, now Lorraine is trying to escape, but she like gets through the door, and then Howard just fucking breaks her hand.
I fucking hate this scene because this is like the shit that cringes me.
That
like
cringes me
takes
as well.
the it's an axe, right?
Yeah.
And like as she tries to break through and like she puts her hand in, he just hits her hand with the axe.
It breaks
You know he's
off.
taking a finger off or at least cracking through the bone. Her hand is like fucking mangled.
Mangled.
Yeah.
Ugh. So now Bobby Lynn is like, she's like looking around for like everyone. She goes down to the dock. She sees Pearl just naked on the dock.
Naked on the dock. This is weird. And she actually performs such an act of kindness to give her like her, I don't know if it's a shawl or
It's a
like
shawl. It's a shawl.
Gives her like a shawl or like a little bit of like a jacket, like a light jacket.
Could we call it a shawl?
Sure. You love that word apparently.
It's a great word.
Okay. Shawl.
So she's wrapped in the shawl. And she's being nice. She's like, I want to be a nurse. I want to take care of you.
Yeah, but she's not a nurse. She's a porn star, and she doesn't take it that way. She takes it more of the sense of like, you think you can do whatever you want without consequences. And by the way, I fucking hate blondes. Did I mention that? Did I mention how much I hate blondes?
I fucking hate your face. Pushes her in the lake. Gets eaten by an alligator.
I would
viciously eaten by an alligator.
Viciously eaten by Theta the alligator. See Pearl. I would say this is kind of uncalled for. This was such an act of kindness.
I know.
Right?
I felt so bad for this character.
Bobby Lynn was so kind. Like, she's been an absolute, like...
A sweetheart. The whole
like,
movie.
Yeah, like, fucking gets destroyed. Like, sure, she's in this porn star, she's in the movies, but she didn't step out of line at all.
Nope.
Called her out, say anything bad. Was just trying to make her feel warm because she was naked and for some reason near a dock with an alligator.
I know. It's terrible. Terrible. So... we're down to 2 characters.
Yeah.
Well, 4 characters, but 2 of
Lorraine and
people
MaXXXine.
Yeah. So MaXXXine, she was like hiding under a bed from all of this when Howard and Pearl walk into the room.
The big thing is like Pearl wants to get it. Howard.
Howard. Yeah, there we go.
Howard can't give it because he's got a bad heart.
He doesn't want to have a heart attack.
Poor guy.
Yeah.
Which is fair. Like, he could go at any moment.
But she's someone that you can get the sense that like she's never got attention at home. She wants the bright light. She never got it. She's at this farmhouse and she hasn't had sex in a while, but now she's seeing all these pictures. She's like really enthralled and her libido's pumping and they're finally going to have sex.
Gross sex.
Are we going to passion bump it?
Can we not? Do you want? Oh, God.
Passion bump. Passion bump. Passion bump. My G.
Are you about to just scream?
Oh, God. We just covered Scream. Yeah, they're going at it. MaXXXine is under the bed for all of this. So she runs out of there. She runs to the van, but she notices the tires are slit. She can't escape.
It's got like a knife in there.
Yeah. So MaXXXine, like, she runs back into the house and she sees Lorraine, right? And that's when she goes down. She rescues Lorraine, and Lorraine just starts fucking screaming out. She's like, I hate you! I hate all you!
This is your fault! This is all your fault!
And it's actually her fault.
It is her fault.
Because she fucked Kid Cudi, got RJ upset, who split up.
Yeah, that decision literally just like turned their group inside out, essentially.
You would think that she would, like, granted, she could be mad all she wants, but you would think that, like, they're in a pretty fucked up situation. You would think that she would just stick together. Like,
she fucking yells and makes so much noise and just performs a very irrational decision making. Oh,
That's why she runs out the front door and gets shotgun to the face.
hilarious.
It was actually pretty wild.
Especially because Harold is like, Harold. Keep going, Harold.
Howard.
Okay. He never loads his gun when it's loaded.
It's loaded now. So now it's just down to MaXXXine and the two of them. MaXXXine's going to get the car keys, and she's able to do that because while Howard's moving, Lorraine's body has a fucking heart attack.
Yeah, well, the thing is, like, Lorraine, there's, like, gasps, and that's enough to just, like, fucking set him off.
Yeah.
And kill him.
He dies from this heart attack.
Pearl is, like, so, like, upset, old, that she, like, goes out to get MaXXXine. And it's not going to end well for her.
No.
MaXXXine's getting the car going.
No. Because actually, what happens is before MaXXXine gets the car running, she goes to shotgun her.
Yeah.
And the shotgun blast is so strong, it
sends her all
it
away,
throws
yeah.
Pearl out the door, and she's like collapsed. Then MaXXXine is in the car, and what does Pearl say to her? She says something to her. I forgot. I don't remember. But all I know is MaXXXine runs her head over twice, squashes it like a goddamn grape.
She reverses and literally just hits her head.
Pops.
She's gonna be a star. She always says it. She's gonna be a star.
Yeah. This is when MaXXXine.
she also goes
Yeah.
and then because that's exactly what she
What
did
Pearl
at the beginning
does.
of the movie.
It's almost like a sense of like you weren't able to do it, but like I'm gonna do it.
Yeah. This is the big like kind of twist of the movie is after MaXXXine runs over Pearl's head and she's leaving and she's doing her cocaine.
She loves coke.
We cut back to the televangelist, who's the main character apparently, because he's like, my daughter MaXXXine ran away.
He pulls off like this like veil and just shows his daughter in a picture because she's like went to like this den of heathens who just film pornos.
Yeah. So this is all despite Daddy.
Yeah.
This is the daddy spite porn.
I mean, and that's like the idea, like the like it's very similar between like Pearl and MaXXXine's character because there are people that were like more traditional families, but like they always wanted something more, and because of a sense of obligation and family duty, they couldn't see that. So it's almost like they had to rebel to get to where they needed to go.
Which we'll get to Pearl's story next time.
Yeah, for sure. It's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be.
That's X.
That is
We
X.
did it. That's X.
We gave it to you.
DMX couldn't do it anymore.
So I like this movie, right? I don't like it as much as Pearl, which is where we're gonna disagree.
Yes.
This is by far a better horror movie because it is a horror movie.
Fair.
Pearl is not really a horror movie per se. It's like more of a character study almost.
Yeah.
But I just found it very interesting. I think Mia Goth is great in this. I think she's even better in Pearl.
She is better in Pearl, for sure.
This one, I don't know. There was just something about it that didn't put it up there for me. So I'm going to give it a 6, actually. And I don't know if that's like lower than most, but like I think that's where I fell on it. Like I enjoyed it. I thought, like you said, Cudi was great for just being a musician going here because you never see really musicians transition to horror well, but I liked it. I thought it was a well-done movie. It's just something wasn't like there for me that put it up there with the other movies. So for me, it's just a 6 out of 10.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair. I had this movie at a 7.
Okay. I wasn't too far from you.
Yeah,
then.
no, I did like it a lot. Particularly because I feel like they really set the stage well for the next movie, which, like you said, it isn't horror. It's basically just a portrayal of Pearl as she grows up and how she becomes who she is in this movie. So it makes almost sense like why they did this so like together. Like it feels like he did this at the same time, which you said he did, which makes sense, a lot of sense. And a lot of the stuff builds up well to that movie. It's just a traditional horror movie I like with just some additional like it kind of like goes outside the scope of normal tropes, but definitely gives you this Texas like graininess.
Oh yeah.
Of Texas Chainsaw. Even like their house looks like Texas Chainsaw. Yeah. Like the way it looks like you're gonna go walk right into fucking Leatherface's den. No, I did enjoy it. I like the element of like so different, like filming a porno. It's a very original script, but like they built it around several good characters while also like setting up the stage for this whole series. So I mean, I enjoyed it. So 7 out of 10 for me.
Okay.
So I gave it a 7 as well. However, difference is I don't have the background knowledge of Pearl. I haven't seen it yet. So I actually had a few questions, but you said it's in Pearl, so I'll just wait and watch the movie. But I think overall I do think it was a good movie, and it was cinematically was very good. Film with the nail scene was very good. The rake scene also very good kill, and like you said, the acting was pretty good overall, and A24 they know what they're doing. So I never really have anything bad to say. Although Sheep I did, Lamb, but other than that, I do think it was a pretty good movie.
Yeah, A24 don't miss.
Are you saying that A24 missed making a prequel to Lamb called Sheep?
Yes. What a shame. What a shame. All right, Necro talk. I think I'm going to go with RJ. I think his kill sets up like everything for the downfall. I also think it's just a really good shot kill. So that would be mine.
I'm going to go with Pearl.
Okay.
And the reason why I'm going with Pearl is I think it just kind of gives you the context of like MaXXXine is now becoming like, I'm going to achieve my dreams. And just because you had all of these issues, that you couldn't become something because you felt tied to this house. Like, I'm literally just not going to live the same life as you. And no better explanation than her literally running over her literal career, life, aspiration, dreams, wishes, goals, then backing up and running her head over.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go Pearl.
Okay.
I do think RJ actually, simply because it sets the movie right off the bat. This is gonna be fucked up. They're not messing around, sort of thing, and that clearly this woman's psychotic. So I feel like it sets up the movie overall. That's first kill, but yet overall it was a solid kill. And like you said, stabbed him 62 times.
Yeah, it was insane.
And from there, obviously, it just progressively gets more chaotic. But I do think that one.
Okay. Sure. Well, we're gonna flip. We're gonna give this side a little. I think that's the Cthulhu side.
That is the Cthulhu side.
We're going to give that to Pearl, and we'll give the Yellow King side over to RJ. So here we go. A little flip of the coin, and it is RJ. So, RJ, I'm glad you won because, let's be honest, you lost it all. You lost your career. You lost your girl. You lost your neck. Nothing's going right for you anymore. You had to sit there and film your girl getting railed by Kid Cudi. You had to film it.
He did.
That's sick. That's some cuck behavior.
You had to watch it all.
Yeah. So the least we could do is honor you in our Necronomicon. So that's what we're going to do. Some say it's a better consolation prize. Some say it's better than Jenna Ortega.
I don't know. She's great, I guess. I don't see it. What am I missing about the Jenna Ortega fad?
Okay, so
I'm just not there yet. Maybe I need to watch something to get there.
So this is the thing. I liked her in this. I liked her in Scream. But I don't see what all the buzz is about.
Yeah, Matt, maybe you could. What is it about Jenna Ortega that just makes everybody go nuts?
I mean, really, there really isn't much. She's a pretty girl, obviously, and simply that she's been doing pretty well in the different movies.
She's definitely been doing well as of late. I mean, she's a star, there's no doubt about it.
Yeah, and I mean, I guess the extra buzz is, dating the different celebrities and whatnot. But other than that, like that doesn't really matter to me. More so the fact that she's been making her way through the different popular shows and movies.
I guess, yeah, I'm just like so like in this microcosm of horror movies that like if you're not a part of it, like if you're not in that globe, in that space, I'm just like, I'm missing out on you.
She was in the Babysitter sequel. I never watched it.
I never watched the Babysitter sequel either, but she's been in some horror movies, so she should not be slept on, I guess.
No. Like I said, I like her in the movies. I just don't she's not someone I'm going crazy over. That makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Who is she? She dated people, you said?
Oh, there was like rumors that she was like gonna go for Pete Davidson and all that.
Pete Davidson's sleeping with everybody.
Yeah. I've probably slept with Pete Davidson at this point.
But you definitely didn't want to.
No, well, no one wants to sleep with Pete Davidson.
That's
He just makes you laugh twice, and you're like, I guess. There's something about just making a girl laugh once or twice. You kind of have your in already.
But not a consistent laugh, but like maybe just like a one-off laugh.
Yeah, it's all you need, especially if you're Pete Davidson.
Yeah.
Because I don't like Pete Davidson. I don't know what it is about him.
Like the only thing I've ever respected about Pete Davidson was Bodies.
I need to see that movie.
Me too.
I
Very badly.
need to see that movie. He is the king of Staten Island.
I have no interest in watching
I never
that.
watched that movie either. I'm not a big fan. I didn't really thought it was.
I'm
funny.
not a fan either. Like, all he does, how many times can he make the joke about his dad before you're just like, okay, I get it?
I mean, I liked him when he was the host of that Thriller boxing event.
Yeah,
I thought it was pretty
Jake Paul
funny in
boxing
that.
event?
Yeah. But other than that, I think that's when he fought Ben Askren.
He did. Yeah,
Yeah.
That was-
I thought that was kind of funny.
It was.
But other than that, yeah.
Thank you for having me on, rather.
Sure. It was good time.
Yeah, well, there's more 824 we could get you on. Don't worry.
Yeah, you can watch Men.
Yeah, we'll get there. Throw that in the watch list.
Oh,
Why
God,
not?
low priority.
Well, that is X. We're going to stay, like we said, on the Ty West train. We're going to do Pearl next week, get through both. Once MaXXXine comes out, we will definitely throw that on our list. You don't have to worry about that.
Yes, sir.
So, with that said, we are the final podcast signing off, and we will see you next week at the dance recital.
Don't you just want to be in the pictures?
I just want to dance.
I want to dance.
just wanna dance.
So I'm saying, tune in next week, www.thefinalpodcast.com. New reviews every Monday. Check out our other show, Final Friday, every Friday for a little bunch of horror movies. And we'll see you there. Enjoy.